Hi all. In this video we are going to see energy saving opportunities on compressors. That is compressor performance. That is the capacity of a compressor is represented as a free air delivery. That is an air at atmospheric condition. It will have a specific location and it represents the actual rate of volume of air compressed and delivered at atmospheric conditions, represented as a cubic meter per minute. It is a measure, that is cm is the cubic per minute. It is a major definition that is common for all compressor performance. And here every things or every device that will have a efficiency, that is here also we have a compressor efficiency, and it is commonly used based on the volumetric efficiency, adiabatic efficiency, isothermal efficiency and mechanical efficiency. Let us see how to calculate isothermal efficiency. That is, isothermal efficiency is equal to isothermal power divided by actual measured input power. That is, isothermal power in kilowatt is equal to P1 into Q1 into log of R divided by 336.7. That is, where P1 is equal to absolute intake pressure kilogram per centimeter square, and Q1 is the free air delivered meter cube per hour, and R is the pressure ratio, that is P2 divided by P1. These are general calculation that has to be done to report the value of efficiency, which is normally the isothermal efficiency, and this is an important consideration when selecting compressor based on reported values of efficiency. And let us see next the volumetric efficiency. That is, volumetric efficiency is the ratio of free air delivered meter cube in meter cube per minute to the compressor development, where compressor development is given by pi by 4 d square into L into S into psi into N. That is where D is the cylinder bore meter and L is the cylinder stroke meter, S is the compressor speed in RPM, psi is that is psi or X, which is equal to 1 for single acting and 2 for double acting cylinders, and N is the number of cylinders. These are the components, or these are the parameters that is to be noted when calculating the volumetric efficiency during the practical purpose. And we will see how and why to conserve energy in air compressed system. This is the basic air compressed system that is available in industries or any large scale industries. That is why, that is any device that is operating under power is a major causes electric energy. That is a big deal or big cost, and here it is one of the major factor that is considered. That is to analyze the total cost of compressed air system, and we have to realize that power cost is significant. That is once in a year it would be exceed the cost of the compressor itself. That is over some 10 years or 15 years, it will reaches the original cost or initial cost of installation of the air compressor, because the power consumption is that much large or more than the initial cost at the time of after 10 years. That is why it is important to investigate energy efficiency when considering the new compressor or new installation of compressor in any industry or any area. And this is the pie chart that shows how the electricity is how the compressor is utilizing the electricity or power is utilized by the compressor. It is around 76% of electricity, and 12% for equipment extra equipment, or equipments like a bolt or any tubes like valves changing cost, and 12% for maintenance. And cost of production matters. That is, it takes 7 to 8 HP of electricity to produce 1 HP in an air tool, and power consumed in producing compressed air will be competitive of production units. That is, electricity rates the day by day it goes on increasing. If it consumes more than 70%, then the cost will reaches the initial cost around 10 years or 5 years, 5 to 10 years. and how that is ways to conserve energy and improve performance of compressed air system. There are some important points to be considered when reducing the energy consumption. They are location of compressor, that is the place where we have to locate a compressor, that is use of filters plays an important role on the amount of energy consumed. And thereby it is observed that every 4 degrees Celsius rise in inlet air temperature results in a higher energy consumption by 1% to achieve the equivalent output. Since the compressor room has higher temperature than the surrounding air temperature, it is essential that intake pipe to a low pressure compressor that must be extended outside the compressor room in a shade. And the second one is use of air filter. That is, filter is one of the main part or main factor to reduce the or to increase the energy consumption. That is, air filters must be used to supply clean air at section at compressor to avoid wear of moving parts. And the filter should have high dust separation capacity with minimum pressure. Since higher pressure drop across the filter increases the power consumption. Next is elevation. The altitude of a place has a direct impact on the volumetric efficiency of the compressor. It is evident that compressors located at a higher altitude consume more power to achieve a particular delivery pressure than those at sea level, as the compression ratio is higher or more. Intercooling in between the stages, that is intercooling should be provided in between the stages to produce the power requirement to run the compressor, and ideally the temperature of the inlet air at each stage of a multi-stage machine, that is we have seen a multi-stage compressor in previous video, should be same as it was at the first stage. This is referred to as perfect cooling or isothermal compression, which correspondingly increases the isothermal efficiency. And the fifth factor is by using variable speed drives. That is, variable speed drives should be used for capacity control of compressors to reduce power consumption. Sixth factor is by controlling pressure settings. That is, compressor operates between pressure ranges called as loading, that is cut in and cut out pressures. For the same capacity, a compressor consumes more power at a higher pressure. They should not be operated above their optimum operating pressures, as this not only wastes energy but also leads to excessive wear, leading to further energy wastage. The volumetric efficiency of a compressor is also less at higher delivery pressure, that is which will affect seriously affects the volumetric efficiency of a compressor. And reducing delivery pressure, that is the pressure by 1 bar in a compressor would reduce to the power consumption by 6 to 10%. The proper arrangement of pipe length and fittings is one of the major part of compressor in order to minimize the loss, that is pressure loss, reduce the pressure loss. And the eighth one is the use blowers in a place of compressed air system, that is the misuse of compressed air should be avoided for cleaning floors, equipment cleaning, etc. That is, blowers must be used for low pressure applications instead of compressed air. For example, in agitation air for compression of fuel, etc. And the next factor is reduce leakages. That is, it is necessary that leakages in the compressed air supply and distribution system are eliminated as far as possible. Another method of leak detection is by conducting a no-load test. That is, similar to a motor or generator, we have to test a low-load test. We can check the leakages. The distribution system is supplied compressed by closing all the terminal valves of consumption points, and thus thereby the load on the compressor will eventually reflect that there is a leakage in the system. And the next one, the 10th one is replacement pneumatic tools. That is, pneumatic tools such as drills and grinders should be replaced by motor driven tools wherever possible. and which will correspondingly improves the energy consumption in a compressed air system. That is a similar. That is it eventually says the pneumatic tools is more essential in a system. That is replacement of pneumatic tools, avoiding loss of air pressure due to friction. This is also one of the factor to be considered. Next, we have here there are some case studies are available. If you want, you can pause the video and read it. I'll just scroll it. And there are here they have mentioned some causes and why, how the causes is mentioned and how the leakages is happening, and the misuse of jets you have mentioned. Remedies, causes and remedies all are given. If you want, you can just pause the video and read it. Compressor management. Thank you. And this is about energy saving opportunities on compressors. Still now we have seen pumps, fans, and now we have seen energy saving opportunities on compressors. These are the devices that is available in day-to-day activities, that is day-to-day life or day-to-day industrial applications. This is about energy compressor. And